Hello, everyone. Hello. Oh, thanks for the waves. My name is Aflola Rojas, and I am the Senior Public Engagement and Collaboration Research Manager for the research team in Health Equity and Translational Social Science. I work directly with Dr. Helena Hansen, who is the Interim Chair of the Psychiatry and Biobehavioral Sciences Department. In collaboration with the Healing and Arts Committee, which includes Wendy Kelman, Lori Gordon, Dr. Bob Builder, Dr. Kenneth Wells, and Peter Seller, we decided to restart the Mindful Music series. Yeah, let's give it a round of applause. Woo! With everything that we've been through after COVID and all of the big leadership transitions that have occurred in this department, we really wanted to create a safe space where we can build community and promote mental health and well-being through the healing powers of music and the arts. And one of the great things about this is that because we're also a research institute, we will also be studying this. So, thank you to Dr. Bob Builder and his team, Marissa over there. If you could please scan the QR code that you see on the screen. We will be providing pre- and post surveys after the event to study what are the effects of mindful music and how does it impact us. So please open up your mobile devices, the camera application, and scan the QR code to take the little survey. So without further ado, I'd also like to give a warm welcome to some of our special guests who have RSVP'd for this event. One, Jane Semel of the Semel Institute, Lori Gordon, Chair of the Resnick Neuropsychiatric Hospital Board of Advisors, CC Filer, Board Member of the Resnick Neuropsychiatric Hospital Board of Advisors, and Gordon Lee, School of Medicine Board of Visitors Board Member. And without further ado, I would love to welcome our musicians today. We've got a group of world-renowned professional jazz musicians, and we've got Joshua Crumbly on the bass, Jonathan Pinson on the drums, Andrew Renfroe on the guitar, and Mark Turner, who is also Dr. Hansen's husband and adjunct professor of the Global Jazz Studies here. So I'd like to hand over the mic to Mark.
I get the mic now? I was going to introduce some musicians, but you did it for me. So, all right. So yeah, we're going to play some jazz for everyone, and mostly my tunes. See if we get through it all. We're going to play 5 tunes maybe, but if we get inspired, maybe we'll play too long and play fewer tunes. Anyway. So this first tune is, it's actually an old tune I wrote a long time ago, and I didn't play that much, so I'm bringing it back, and with a slightly different arrangement. Very excited. This one's called Barcelona. Thank you very much. How do I turn this off? Thanks. So, yeah, let's put it down and then when we get to the end, we'll just stay there for a while. If you feel like going, you know, if not, you can look at it. So, we'll play the piano 2 times. Alright, I'll just do it for a while. Welcome to So this next one is new. We just played it last night, the first time. So I just kind of just finished it, so let's see what happens. All right. Try to fit in two more if possible. Is that possible or not? All right, we'll try to keep it. This one is called, last one was called Chelsea Bridge. So, Chelsea Bridge.
Chelsea Bridge.
Yes. Written by, there's some jazz students in here, written by Thank you. All right, this one is called Nigeria 2.
Can't hear that.
Nigeria 2, Country Factors. $7, a little extra.
Can you repeat that?
Bart.
Can you repeat it in the mic?
Nigeria 2 is the name of the tune. Loud enough? Loud enough? All right. Okay. Yeah, we'll stay on it a little bit. One, two,
Wow, what an invigorating performance. Let's give them another warm round of applause. Oh my gosh, wow. I was just so stunned and so amazed by the way that you would just get into the zone and let the music move you. Like, if you looked at their facial expressions, that's what it's all about, and it's just so powerful. So I just wanted to let you know that, one, thank you so much to Mark Turner, Andrew Pinson, Mark Turner, Joshua Crumbly, Andrew Renfroe, and Jonathan Pinson. Yes. If you could please turn on your cameras again. We do have a post survey for you to fill out, so please scan the QR code on the top. Right now, while we are doing that, I would like to ask the musicians some questions for our Q&A. So the first one is, in your opinion, what is the connection between the mind and music?
I'm gonna hand it over.
And feel free to introduce yourself when you speak into the mic, so we know.
Yeah, I guess I've never been asked that question before. I'm Jonathan Pinson. What is the connection between the mind and music? Well, I think the first thing that comes to mind when it comes to music, there is a science within it, a structure, if you will, kind of also that you can relate it to how the universe is kind of operate in its own kind of way. When it comes to the relationship of being a musician, playing music, there's a mental practice in terms of like practicing the music as it also is a spiritual one. So it's more than just the mind, it's also the spirit. The best way I could describe it in terms of the relationship of being a musician, partaking into music, is kind of the relationship of a spiritual person in their relationship to maybe religion or their own kind of spirituality. There's like a consistent practice and understanding that you're trying to achieve a betterment of yourself in the best possible way. And I think music in a way kind of serves as a parallel to that, where you know that necessarily that the end goal is you're probably not going to be the best ever, but it's more so just like being the best version of yourself in the relationship with music. So I think in terms of the mind and the spirit, I think that's kind of the relationship, being a musician in regards to music.
If you would still like to answer that question, feel free. There's also another question where I'd like to ask you what inspired to play the musical instrument that you are playing right now.
Yeah, I'm an only child, so my dad was a big brother and a dad at the same time, and I would follow him to all of his gigs. He's a saxophone player. And yeah, probably since the age of 3, it just became a thing, and I knew I wanted to play electric bass, and he made me play piano first. So I started on piano, then electric bass, then upright. Yeah, so it was very much a family kind of thing for me.
Yeah, I started playing guitar in my friend's garage. I had like broken my back skateboarding, and I was like out of commission for a while. And so I picked up the guitar and was practicing. And I didn't take it seriously until I had a really good mentor in high school who gave me records by Coltrane and Wayne Shorter and all these people. And then I tried to switch to tenor saxophone with Mark's playing, and that didn't last very long. But the guitar stuck, and yeah, I'm really it was really just one person who changed my life in that way.
I guess I have to go now. Yeah, I started playing music when I was in maybe 4th grade or something like that. And, you know, they had, I'm from California, so they have, you know, there was a town marching band in Cerritos, California. And yeah, I was involved in art too, and I played, but I wasn't really, I didn't really start to take seriously until high school. Also, I think my parents had a lot to do with it. My parents had a lot of jazz and R&B records. My dad had a lot of music, and so, yeah, they played it. You know, one thing we did was really boring. I actually wrote a tune based on it. But we used to go to, my parents used to take me to, they used to go, basically they used to look at real estate on the weekends. And, you know, at basically tract homes that were being built in the 70s. And that was kind of a pastime, sort of. And so I was an only child until my brother was born when I was 16. So I had to go, you know, so I was 8 or 9, you know, and, you know, it's hours and hours looking at houses, super boring, right? So I was like, can we go? You know, it's another house with, you know, they're all similar, but kind of maybe mirrors, or maybe one has like round doors on the top, and one has rectangular doors. So, you know, like, y'all get excited and stuff. And I was like, wait a minute. Anyway, so, but the best part was, you know, after it was all over, we'd get back in the car. They had a pretty cool car. It was a maroon Volvo 1974 sedan. I thought that was kind of happening. And they both still smoked. They were all cool. My dad had a big afro, and you know, my mom was looking all happening and stuff. You know, they were all cool and stuff and playing, you know, badass music and stuff in the car. So the music was great. So that's the part I enjoyed, and that influenced me a lot. My dad had piles of tape decks, tapes, and a tape deck in the car. And he played, you know, Stevie Wonder, the OJs, Spinners, so on and so forth. You know, and some jazz too sometimes. So all that had a big influence on me that I didn't realize until later.
Mindfulness?
Oh, mindfulness answer? Well, for me, actually, music is, mindfulness is a big part of what allows me to play music. I'm a practicing Buddhist, not a very good one, very bad Buddhist, but I do the best I can. But there's a lot of mindfulness, a lot of meditation and certain things to get your mind directed in a certain place and not move it. So music is, I would say, especially jazz music, it's very similar if not the same. There's an oral tradition that all of us here on the stage and anyone who can play, sorry, adheres to, you know, and gets involved with. It's a language that isn't written down. Some of it is kind of, but not really. You have to actually check out records. And same thing in Buddhism. There's an oral tradition that there are different sects and things, but and that's passed down for the last 2,000 years. Anyway, a lot of it has to do with mindfulness and attention. So there are techniques to pay attention. Same thing with music. And a lot of times, so part of it is related to paying attention to the form, the energy of the band, the energy of the room, the language that you're playing, the time, the tempo. So there's a lot of that kind of stuff. So mindfulness has a lot to do with that.
Thank you so much. We also have a word cloud. A lot of you put in those answers, so that's why it's larger in this word cloud. I see inspired, connected, hopeful. So wow, this is how we're feeling right now. I'm just so glad that we were able to bring this to you. Finally, I would like to say thank you to everyone behind the scenes. There are so many names that I would like to shout out: Dr. Bob Builder, Team Marissa, Dr. Hanson, everyone. Y'all know who you are, so I will give my thanks to you. And there is a special song that we would like to play at the very end. A happy birthday. Happy birthday to Jane Semel.
You can join or not. Just play it. Ready?